falling in Fargo, the FM Metro, and beyond. We're seeing that snow. I do want to point out, you can see that the snow still coating some of those roadways, leading to some slick spots here as we continue into the afternoon hours. So roads not necessarily getting much better at this point in time. So be careful if you're going to be driving. Have those headlights on so people can see you coming down the road, especially in those low visibility spots. So let's take a look at our radar right now. You can see that we're really diminishing our snowfall coverage right now. It's mainly up in the northern valley, stretching back over into Lakes Country at this point in time, though some areas are still seeing a little bit of snow, and it's not necessarily showing up on the radar. It's pretty fine flakes out there. So looking at the Perham, Detroit Lakes area, back up to Ada, Fosston, Crookston, and Grand Forks, and then stretching north from there, north of the border, you can see more substantial snow around Winnipeg, and that's starting to dip across the border into the northern valley and will continue to just kind of slide to the southeast. So we're looking at the focus for some accumulating snow this afternoon being in the northern valley and especially into the northeastern part of our viewing area from this point on. Doesn't mean the rest of us are going to be done with the snow necessarily, but the general trend will be for this to start winding down. So as this rolls to the east, we're going to see some changes in the form of colder air rushing in for tonight, and that's going to kick up some of that fresh snow we just saw fall or continue to see falling here. And you can see that visibility is down just with the snowfall happening. We're at less than a mile in Cavalier, Grand Forks a mile and a quarter, still down to 2 in Fargo, and visibility in Wadena down to a mile and a quarter. The wind speeds are light at the moment. A lot of places reporting calm conditions, but we are starting to see some hints at some changes with the wind shifting direction in Langdon and Devil's Lake out of the northerly direction here now. Temperatures have been pretty mild. Most of us in the teens, a couple of us in the 20s. We're at 23 degrees in Gwinner and Oaks. It's 16 in Fargo. This, of course, is not warm, but since we were so cold earlier this week, this feels pretty good as long as you're properly dressed. At 14 in Grand Forks. Keep in mind, anywhere where we have wind, it might feel a little bit colder. So heading into the rest of the afternoon, expect that snow to kind of linger, especially along the Red River and east of there. As we head into the evening hours, that will start to clear out more, but that's also when we start to see that wind shift direction. We're looking at those gusts getting into the 20s to 30 miles per hour, and that will be enough to pick up some of that snow and cause some blowing snow across those roadways, making for more slick spots. And then on top of that, maybe some low visibility at times this evening. And heading into the overnight hours, that cold air is going to continue to rush in overnight and into tomorrow morning. And that's just going to send temperatures dropping. So by the time we're at the 8 o'clock hour tomorrow morning, we're looking at places that are below zero and maybe staying below zero throughout the entire day. You can see the wind still a little bit blustery too, so wind chills are going to be low. And let's take a look at those snowfall totals that we may see. This is additional snowfall on top of what we've had. We've had close to about 2 inches of snow in Fargo, a little bit less than that, and we may see a little bit more, but overall we're winding things down. The best bet for additional snowfall will be in the northeast. So taking a look at tomorrow, we've got our wind chills on now here so you can get an idea of how it's going to feel when you step outside. Looking at 20s below for wind chills tomorrow morning. And notice how our temperatures just fail to really rise. They might go up a degree or two, but overall we stay near zero for highs tomorrow. So tailgating again, if you're going to be out and about shopping, make sure you're bundling up. And then heading into the nighttime hours, 10 o'clock, look at these numbers. Our air temperatures are going to be into the teens at 10, and we'll still have the whole night to get through with cooling going on as we head into the morning hours on Sunday. And so a frigid Sunday morning, 20 below for Fargo. We do try to warm things up, but you know, we spend the next 7 days below freezing. The warmest day right now looks to be Wednesday, but we've got some more bouts of cold on the way.
Should we expect anything less now?
It seems to be the case that that's just how it goes this year.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Straight